Why do business owners take on a client that they know is not a good fit for them? For me, there are three main reasons. The first reason is that fear of losing out on business. Any client is better than no client. And what if we turn this client away? Well, how's that going to affect our reputation? What's it going to do to our revenue? What's it going to do to our cash flow? So they take on a client for fear of losing out on business. The second reason is a lack of boundaries. So they take on a client who may be a potentially good client and they turn them into a nightmare client by having no boundaries, by allowing this client to push the scope of works or to call them all hours of the day or night, to have your team jumping through hoops to try and satisfy them when they know that they are never going to be satisfied. So building really strong boundaries around what your service is and is not upfront is really important for building a strong relationship. The third reason is the lack of an adequate screening process. Having questions that you ask yourself, that you have going through your mind as you're faced with a client, whether that's face-to-face or over the phone. What are the things that you're looking for? What are the red flags that you're looking for? It's one of the reasons that I put together the Perfect Client Scorecard, because I recognize that business owners don't have this process that they go through. You've got the money, you're our perfect avatar, you're interested in our business. Yep, let's get you signed up. But there's more to it than that. Longer term, you take on a bad client, you are building in long-term pain exactly the same way as when you take on a poor employee, when you take on somebody who doesn't share your values. You're building in long-term pain for you and your team. So having a screening process that, yes, looks at, do they have the need for our product or service? Do they have the budget for it? Are they willing to pay? Do they recognize the value? Do they have the time to put into making best use of our product and service? And then thinking about your values, your shared values. How do you feel about this person? Are you getting a good feel for them? And do allow your gut to play a part in this. It's important. In any relationship, your gut will scream at you if they think that you're about to make a mistake. So listen to your gut, but also have your screening process. And if you want the Perfect Client Scorecard, download a copy below. Put it to use. Why should you have to take on a client that is not going to be a profitable client long term? Because trust me, a bad client will be unprofitable, even if the numbers tell you otherwise, because they will waste your team's time and energy, waste your time and energy. So take on the clients that are a good fit for you and your team, who share your values and enjoy a richly profitable relationship.